this.
Young blessed, boy, you saucy. Back when I was broke, nobody.
This is Skinny from the 9 with Karen Sibling. Welcome to my neighborhood. Yeah.
Told them I would make it, they didn't believe it. Sorry you missed out, now I'm living what I'm dreaming. Back when I was broke, nobody gave a fuck.
My name is Skinny from the 9, and basically in high school, I was like skinny. I'm still skinny, obviously, but like I was skinny, and everyone like called me Skinny, and then from the 9 is obviously where I'm from, Somerville, New Jersey, because the area code here is 908. So Skinny from the 9. Yeah. So yeah, this is Somerville, New Jersey. Right here, this is basically Main Street. This never used to be here. Before all this, I don't know what happened. After school, I would walk home, and we would chill right there on Main Street, and just a bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? We used to throw rocks at cars and then run away, and the cars would like chase us. I don't know why we did that, but yeah, that shit crazy. I actually used to do that with one of my first friends I had when I moved out here. His name is Amir Featherson. We used to call him Pa, and that was like my best friend. Unfortunately, he got caught up, and he got caught up with some bullshit, and he ended up doing juvenile life. He's still in jail right now. He's been in jail since we was 15, but he's supposed to be coming home in like 2 years. And yeah, that was like my best friend. I love him with all my heart. I can't wait for him to come home. We're gonna turn up the city real quick. I hung out like everywhere. I hung out in Boundbrook, Somerville, Manville, Brunswick, Bridgewater, Raritan. But like I went to school out here in Somerville, and it's a small town, so like everybody basically like knew each other. Like there wasn't like no like, oh, I don't know this person, I don't know that person. Everybody knew each other, and basically like what people in Somerville, like everybody like basically already knew what they were doing when they like got out of school. Like everybody like going to college to be like a doctor or like a lawyer or like an accountant or anything like that. And then there was me, who just wanted to be a rapper and like take like the creative art side. And a lot of people like weren't really like fucking with it. Like they thought like that shit's weird and like I'm wasting my time. So I got like made fun of a lot, and like a lot of people like clowned me. And then like on top of that, I feel like I never really could like fit in anywhere like in high school or middle school, because like I was like, I'm Spanish, and like there wasn't really like a lot of Spanish people. It was either like whites or like blacks, and like the blacks like they fucked with me a little bit, but like it's like I'm not black, so like they always looked at me like you're not one of us. And then like the whites, it's just like you're not white. So like I was always in the middle, and like it sucked because I just wanted to like belong back then. Like I really wanted to just be part of something, and like I just really wanted to like make friends, because like I never really like could make friends growing up because like of my childhood. So like I really just always wanted to belong to something, but like it never worked out. But like the rap, the whole music thing worked out, so that's lit. Right here is the middle school I went to. Somerville Middle School. Went here from 7th grade to 8th grade. And yeah. It's crazy though, like being here, like right now, like after getting signed, after like getting famous and shit like that, like you gotta remember, like I was the weird kid. Like I was the kid that nobody fucked with. I didn't get invited to any of the parties. I was a loner, I was a loser. I didn't have a car. Shit, I didn't even like have money. And like look at me now. I'm in my hometown in a Lamborghini, rollie on my wrist, like $20,000 worth of jewelry on my neck, and just accomplishing all my dreams. And like to everybody watching this ain't no, I'm not flexing, I'm not bragging. I'm just here to show you guys that like if you believe in yourself and you chase your dreams, you can make anything happen. And that's facts. That's facts.
I got bins, yeah. They been trying to call my phone. Baby, I've been way too gone. They just want my money, I know. Lately I've been in my zone.
So like most people don't know, like when they see me, they probably like, I think for some reason people think like I'm like a gangster or like this hood like rapper, but like it's the exact opposite. Somerville is the suburbs. There's not really much going on here. It's a very small town. Everybody knows each other. And a lot of people here were very judgmental of me, trying to make music and become like a rapper. I was judged a lot, I was made fun of. A lot of people didn't think I'd make it. Nobody believed in me. But I think I proved everybody wrong, and I'm standing here right now. Yeah. So this stoop, basically, I used to sit here like every night and just talk to my brother and talk to my father about like what I want to do after like I get out of high school, and like just wanted to really pursue music and actually become something. We would just chill here like all the time, just talk about life and just chill with friends. And like I'd have like friends that were girls. Everyone would come over here and we would just sit here and just talk for hours. So I got like 6 brothers and sisters, and they actually live in Florida with their father, and I live here with my father and my brother Josh. And my dad was married. He got remarried, but he ended up getting a divorce. And basically growing up here, it was always my father and my stepmother, but they ended up getting a divorce. And basically after they got a divorce, it was just me, my brother, and my dad. And then like 2 months later, I ended up getting like signed and getting popping and shit like that. So that was cool. During my whole childhood, I was always writing music all the time, because like I had a horrible childhood and I needed to like vent and escape. But yeah, I always wrote music, but then I didn't start recording music till like I moved with my dad. And that's why I'm in Somerville, New Jersey. My dad had lived in Somerville, New Jersey, and I ended up gonna go live with him. And that's when I told my dad, I was like, yo, I wanna rap. Like I showed him like all my raps and stuff that I've written down. And he was like, all right, like he didn't really take it that serious. It was more like all right, you know what I'm saying, you're young right now, you know, I'll get you the microphone, I'll get you the laptop. So bang, we got the microphone, we got the laptop. And I was recording myself inside my closet. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew like, this is a start, you know what I'm saying? So bang, I started doing that like all the time. I released a couple songs that I recorded on my own. They weren't that good, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was getting there. It was progression, you know what I'm saying? And progress is always good. Progress is always good. So bang, and then I finally get to high school, and then I'm like, and that's when like I said, like when Fetty Wap blew up, I was like, yo, this dude just blew up. No gas. I looked up where he recorded his songs, and like that's the studio I booked. I went to that studio, I booked a session there, and like I just started recording. I started going there all the time. I had like 5 jobs. Always had a job. Always saving money, paying for the studio, and I was just writing mad music, and yeah, I was just working on my flows, working on like my melodies and stuff like that. I wasn't that like comfortable with like auto-tune. I wasn't even comfortable with my voice back then. Like I hated hearing my voice on the microphone or like playback and stuff like that. But like eventually like I just like honed my skills, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I made Love Blast. I just put out my mixtape, my first like body of work ever, like my debut project, It's an Evil World. And that shit's fire. Like that shit is just motivational to like the youth and like the kids who like feel alone and feel like depressed and feel like nobody like understands them, and like the kids who feel like me when I was in school. That's what I do it for. And that's what like that whole mixtape is about. You just listen to it, like the kids and the younger generation can listen to it and just be like, wow, like he made it somewhere. I could do the same thing. All I gotta do is believe in myself and chase my dreams and work hard. And all those songs were recorded before I went to jail. And during that time when I made those songs, that was like 4 months ago. When I made those songs, I was like, there's like a timeline to everything I'm about to do. So like those songs were like made in the emotions of me like before getting signed and during getting signed. So when you hear that, that's all the stuff I was going through. And then bang, I'm gonna come out with my second project, and that's basically like closes the chapter of that, and a new chapter of me getting released from jail and what I went through during jail and what I'm gonna do after jail. I just got out of a relationship with like this girl that I dated mad long, and we broke up, and I was like mad depressed. Like I was so like hurt, and then I was just like, yo, I gotta do something. Like I can't let her have like one up on me, cause like I said, I didn't really have much growing up. Like yeah, I had like a nice house, but like I always didn't have that. Like that just got cause I lived with my dad. But like all the other stuff, I didn't have like a car, I didn't have like a phone, like I didn't have shit. It's just I had a home that I was grateful for because of my dad. He's a hard worker. But like as opposed to everything else, like my ex-girlfriend, she had a car, she had money, she had like everything. Like she was really taking care of me. So bang, when she left me, it was like fuck, I'm like crippled right now, and like everybody knows that she was like taking care of me. So it's like wow, like I'm probably not gonna be nothing now. Like I just fucked it all up. So I was like, man, I cannot let that happen, like at all. Like this is a competition, this is war. I changed my whole look. Like my hair was blue and green, and it was in braids. And I went to the studio a couple nights after we broke up, and I just like put all my emotions out in like this one song. And this is my first time not writing anything. I just freestyled the whole song, and that was Love Blast. And we put a snippet out of me singing it in a car, and then like I put on Instagram, I forgot, I was like, tag like 3 friends who like you'll think like this song. And then bang, people start tagging people. People start like saying I look like Lil Pump, but then I don't sound like Lil Pump. People are saying like all this stuff about me, and like it's just going viral. It's just gaining traction. It's just gaining traffic. It's just going and going and going and going. Then like the next day, I released a song. It's on SoundCloud, and like it got like I think like 40,000 views in like one day. And that's a lot for me back then. Like 40,000 views in one day, that was like major. And then like it made it on like the SoundCloud chart, so like new and hot. It was like number like 15 or something like that. I was like, holy shit. I didn't really think it was like that big of a deal. It was definitely an accomplishment, but I had no idea what was gonna happen after that. And then like I go to sleep, and the next morning, me and my brother check my Instagram DMs, and I got like A&Rs and like everybody hit me up like, we wanna meet you, heard Love Blast, huge fan, we should connect. You should come over here, you should come over here. I'm looking at my phone, I'm telling Josh, I'm like, yo bro, is this real? Like, are these people like actually like really like who they say they are? I didn't know it was real, and I didn't even know like that's how Instagram DM, like that out of all places, that's where like you guys are gonna hit me up at. And Instagram DM, I was like, okay. I didn't even think it was real at first, but then bang. So I end up like taking these meetings and stuff, and like everybody just wanna sign me. Like I took a meeting with Interscope, APG, 300 wanted to meet me. And it was just going crazy. And then like, I was just about to sign the APG. Shout out Mike Karen. And then like, my lawyer that I had, Nicole, she ended up becoming like the VP for like Interscope or something like that. But like, she was my lawyer at the time. And she was like, somebody wants to meet you. And like I was in California at the time. I'm literally about to sign my deal with APG. Like I'm literally like about to go over there and like sign it and like make it official. And then she called me, she was like, LA Reid wants to meet you. Like he said, come meet him right now. I was like, all right, like cool, like who doesn't want to meet LA Reid? So bang, we go to the studio, and then he looks at me, and my hair was green at the time. It was green, and I had my braids and stuff like that. And then shake hands, and then he's like, yo, I love it. Like your energy is like right there. Like I love it. And then I was like, word, like thank you. And then like he's like, can I hear some more songs? And I played him mad stuff. And then he was just jamming, bro. He was like really like, I never seen an old guy like dance. He was dancing, bro. Like he was really bopping. And then bang, and I'm playing the music for him. And then he's like, all right, how much do you want? And I was like, what? Like just like that? And then basically I gave him a number and everything, and then he was like, I'm about to call your lawyer, and you're gonna hear from me in a little bit. And whatever, we go out to eat and shit like that. I'm with my dad and my brother, and then like I get a phone call from my lawyer like probably an hour later, and then they were like, LA said he's in, it's done, like you're flying out here tomorrow, you're gonna sign the contracts and make it official.
A local rapper from Somerville, along with 3 others, have been charged with kidnapping and aggravated assault. Files One's Mary Lynn Buckley has the story.
He has more than 530,000 followers on social media, and now he's been charged with kidnapping and aggravated assault of a 21-year-old borough man. Investigation indicated that the victim was contacted by SkinnyFromThe9.
I'm about to drop my project, and bang, yo, I end up getting caught up. I get locked up, 1st-degree kidnapping. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened, bro? Everything was all good just a week ago. And I was already signed for like 8 months. Like the whole thing with LA Reid is like, shout out LA Reid, I love him to death. Shout out Hitco, I love him to death. But like, they were still putting things together when they first signed me, because I was the first artist. So like things were moving kind of slow for me at the time, but like not entirely slow, but like I was definitely not where I should be at as an artist, you know what I'm saying? But like bang, everything's going good. And then I ended up getting locked up because a friend of mine stole a chain of me. He stole one of my chains. He's not my friend no more, but he stole one of my chains. And then I went to go ask him about it like a man, like man to man, like, bro, I know you stole my chain, like, can I get it back? Type shit. And then basically he like, nah, you can't get it back. He starts crying and shit like that. And then we get to my house and like, someone called the police. And like we get to my house, like 50 police outside, like machine guns and like shotguns and all this shit. And they're like, you fucking kidnapped this kid, like blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't kidnap nobody. And then bang, yo, they just locked me up right away. And I got charged the first degree kidnapping, and I had to sit in the county for like 3 months because there's no bail in New Jersey. So like, when you get in trouble in New Jersey, you're staying there, no matter, you're staying there until trial or until you cop out. You is not going home on bail. And that's basically what happened. I ended up, through investigation and everything, they found out that like I really didn't kidnap him, obviously, because I wouldn't be here if I did. They found out I didn't kidnap him, and they made me like cop out to like luring. So bang, that's how I got out. Copped out to luring. Nah, it's done. It's done. I'm just on probation. I just gotta stay out of trouble.
How long are you on probation for?
3 years. Crazy, right?
So what does like your probation consist of?
No drugs, but that's easy because I don't do drugs to begin with. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke, so that's easy. And basically no police contact. And check in. I gotta check in. Like if I leave the state or something, I gotta let them know.
Just left jail in a new job. Niggas so mad 'cause I moved up. Don't care about your boyfriend, he a loser. Free big baby, that's my shooter. Yeah, I just came home and they thought I was.
Right here's Mercer, and this basketball court has like everything went down at this basketball court. Like people fought, girlfriends got took, people lost, people fought. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened in this basketball court. I used to be in this basketball court all the time. Like when I first got to high school, I tried joining the basketball team, so I was at this basketball court all the time, just like practicing. And this is a chill spot. Like people smoked, got high here. Girls came, you know what I'm saying? Everybody would come here on a hot summer night. Everybody would chill, it was good vibes. When I first moved with my dad, I was probably like 10 or 12 years old.
When we first moved to Somerville.
New Jersey. Before that, everybody knows I used to move around a lot. My mom had like a bad like criminal history and stuff, so we was always on the run with all my 7 brothers and sisters. So when my dad was finally able to take care of us, this is where we first lived at. This is where he was living at. Right here, we used to play, me and my brother Josh, we used to play football with my dad. And shit crazy, because now looking at it, I used to think this place was, we used to play this like it was a real football field. But now that like, I'm older and bigger now, this shit looks so small.
We used to be out here running around with all the little
Running around with everybody. We used to play manhunt and like freeze tag like all over this shit.
Well, we always play football. That
And
was the
then
main thing.
we used to ride our bikes back there. And yeah, shit's crazy, yo. A lot has changed.
We lived. Our dad lived here 2 years before us. Before we came, then we stayed here for like another 2 years. We've been out the first house ever since. So we came in. He was in 7th grade and I was in 5th. So I don't know the age.
I missed 6th grade, as you guys know, because my mom didn't put me in school. So I was like 5th grade, missed 6th grade, went to 7th grade.
I missed 4th grade. I never went to 4th grade.
Everybody watching, this is my father, by the way. Yeah, it's like my best friend.
Yep. It's my son right there.
And
super proud.
So these mailboxes, I used to get in trouble in school, like when I was in middle school. When I lived here, I was in middle school. The old house, the new house, I was in high school. So here I lived in middle school. We were going to middle school, and I would get in trouble in school, or I would get like bad grades or like a bad report card. And I don't even think you knew this. They would obviously send it over in the mail.
Oh, you
And
steal the
then,
mail?
and then I go get the keys, unlock the mail real quick, take it, throw it away, and then my dad never knew about it.
Yeah. The things they do, man. What can you do?
Cause my dad was, I did not want to piss him off.
It ain't that bad. True.
And when I got suspended, he would make it seem like it's the end of the world. Like,
well, 'cause I just
you got suspended again?
I just wanted him to do good, you know? Like, at that age, you just, as a father, you want to see them do good in school. Like, you know, the music thing was always a possibility, but, you know, I knew he was talented. I always knew that. But as a father, you do the fatherly thing, and you just want to make sure they're doing good in school, you know, so I did it.
Look at me now.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I used to walk to school. We used to walk him back from school, so we used to walk all
Yeah, it was a
this.
pretty far walk. Far walk.
But we weren't the only ones walk. We would go like with a group of kids. Like it would be like
the girl who lived next door.
yeah, the girl who lived next door.
There's a
And
whole
then
nother, there's a
and
whole
right
nother
here-
apartment complex.
So this right here, these were like the neighboring apartments to these, and we used to come here all the time. Cause over here, like we used to chill with the kids here.
They were more strict.
But like they were more strict here.
Management, yeah.
And the kids were like younger. Like let's say I was like 10 years old, the kids that lived here were probably like 7. But here, everybody that lived here, I was actually going to school with. Like I had an old friend here, her name was Christine. She used to live like right there, and like every day after school, we would do our homework together on her porch, and we would just chill. Play manhunt. Christine was a good friend. I don't know what happened to her though. I ain't seen her in a minute. I think she got like a baby now and stuff like that. Shout out Christine though. She was cool. She was always like a real one. And then right here, you go down this road, here across the street. Right here, the south side. And this is where like, I guess you could say like the hood side of Somerville is. I used to be up here a little bit. A lot of people, for some reason, be trying to tell me. A lot of people, for some reason, be trying to say like I'm not from like South Side or whatever you want to call it. But like, what people I guess forget to realize or forget to remember that
This is all part of it.
when I lived there, I would walk up and down this block all the time. Because once again, I had friends that lived here. And when Christine was busy or whatever, I would ride my bike up and down South Side. And I was cool with everybody. But like, I don't know what happened. I guess when like I got signed and got like famous and shit, people just started hating and like just try to like disown me. But like, I'm from here. Like,
Yeah,
check the
he's from
Carfax. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
He's
from
definitely
here.
from here.
So like the first time I ever heard like a hip hop record or like rap record, it was Eminem, Cleaning Out My Closet. And that shit was fire. And like, I feel like I could relate to Eminem like in so many ways. Cause like just like his upbringing and then mine upbringing, they're like so similar. And it was like, damn, like this guy like came from nothing and like became like to be one of like the greatest artists like ever in our generation. And like I fucked with that so heavy. And I was like, if he could do it, I could do it too. Just gotta like work hard towards it. So that's what I like first listened to. And like that opened up my appetite for music or whatever. I started like listening to everything. But like when I got to high school, I definitely like fucked with like Meek Mill, like the first like Dream Chasers mixtape. That shit is legendary. Like the song Dream Chasers on there, I fuck with that song so heavy. And I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, yo, like that shit inspired me. I don't know if you guys know it, like Dream Chaser, keep chasing. I didn't mind it. Yeah, that shit was fire. And then Mac Miller was lit back then too. Mac Miller came out when I was a freshman. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. And like everybody, cause he was white and like he was just like the kids from like my high school. Like he was literally like the same thing, but he rapped. And like it was like so cool. Like everybody fucked him. I liked him a lot. I got mad tattoos. I got like my hands tatted right here. It says Love Lost. And that's just basically about like after like me and my girlfriend broke up, I don't think like I'll ever like love anyone again. So like love lost. Get it? Yeah. And like since we broke up, I basically just like want all my I want people to know like all my emotions are on me. Like you know how I feel when you see me, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no secret. But I would like my emotions are out there. And like that's one thing about me that like I want the world to know. So bang, Love Lost. And then right here, I got a rose. It doesn't really mean anything. It was just I got it one day because I was just like, I want a tattoo. I don't know. And then right here, this is about my grandfather. He passed away. It says gone but not forgotten, Cesar Villegas, 1938 to 2015. My grandfather was a great guy, always gave great advice, always just trying to lead you on the right path, very humble and very patient, and like he was just always preaching. Shout out my grandfather. Then right here is the college dropout, Kanye West. I got this because I did go to college for like 1 week. Went to college 1 week, never went back again, because I just wanted to like make my dad happy. But like, I never went back ever. I didn't even drop out the right way. I just didn't come back like ever. I don't even know what happened like with like my like the money and shit like that. I just didn't go back. And college dropout, that's why I got it. I was like, you know what? Dropped out of college and I'm about to be a rapper, like for real. So I got that to symbolize that. And then right here, this is like one of my newest ones. It says, pain, my inspiration, hate, my strength, and fear, my ally. And this is basically like the emotions I was going through in jail. And like, I just like put them on me. Cause pain, obviously, I was locked up and like, I didn't know when I was coming home. And like, that's very painful because I was just like at that part of my career where like, I need to be outside. Like, I can't just disappear. I can't just vanish. Cause like, everything will be fucked up. So like, that was painful for me. And then hate, obviously I was in jail because a friend of mine stole from me. Obviously stole from me because you were jealous and had some hateful feelings towards me. I don't know why, but yeah. And then fear, my ally. In jail, I was scared as hell. I didn't know when I was coming home. And that's like the only emotion I had. So like fear became like my friend. Right here, I got music notes. And then I got like my whole chest. It's like wings with a dagger inside of a heart. And that's basically like, because I've been stabbed so many times, like niggas just keep fucking me over. Like my whole life, I just been fucked over by everybody. So bang, we put that there to like symbolize that. And then right here, it says alone. And I said before I would never get a face tat, but like when I got out of jail, I definitely like once again had to reinvent myself and like wanted people to like look at me different. And like I personally felt different about just the whole face tattoo thing. Cause like I said, I want my emotions out there. I want everybody to know how I'm feeling. So I just put that right there because in jail, I felt alone. And even when out of jail, I still feel alone because there was people that I really took care of. There was people that I really tried to better their situation in life. And there was people who like, I thought we were friends, and turns out that when I went to jail, they were just kicking my back in, throwing salt on my name, throwing dirt on my name. And even when I got out, it was still the same thing. People telling me like, these are people that like, I thought we were good friends, like you should have stayed in jail. Like, I can't believe they let you out. Like, you don't deserve to be out. And like, it's just crazy. And that's why I put that right there. And like in my next music, I talk about being alone a lot. Like in my next project, it's all about like alone. I say the word alone like just a lot like in my next project. Like that word alone is just everywhere. So I just put it on my face. Basically all the songs that I want on it are like done. Like I recorded it like as soon as I got out of jail. Like my whole team heard it. The shit's fire. It's like a whole new vibe from It's an Evil World. Like it's just something different, bro. It's just fire. And right now there's not no features, but like I'm gonna reach out to a few people and try like get like some artists that I want on it. And it's just gonna be fire. Like it's gonna definitely like change the game. Like I'm so confident in it, like it's crazy. I've never been more confident in my life. In the future, I definitely just like want to work with Drake like 100%. Like Drake's the GOAT. Like Drake just makes hits on hits on hits. I don't care what nobody says. Like Drake's fire. And I think me and Lil Uzi would make some fire ass shit. Like even in my comments, like people always say like you and Uzi would probably make like a fire song. So like I definitely want to do something with Uzi. Fetty Wap was one of the people I really wanted to work with, but like that happened already. So like shout out Fetty Wap, and like that was awesome. Tory Lanez, I fuck with Tory Lanez. He's fire. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really fuck with nobody, to be honest. Like as opposed to the artists that are like in my class, I don't really fuck with none of them. But like the higher artists, yeah, I like those niggas. So like this is Evolve. This place used to be called Express Gear, and he's like, it was a vibe. Can you check in the back?
I got you.
Yeah. Can you check in the back?
They pull the sizes for you in the back.
We got you. We lit.
Yeah.
that's Randy. He's like the store owner of Evolve. And Randy basically like watched me grow up, like from like the moment I lived out here, from like 12 years old. And it's like the age I am now. And he always knew I was involved in music, and like he basically literally just like watched everything unfold.
Yeah, I've known Skinny since he was even probably before high school. He was always coming in, always looking at what's hot, what's new. Always asking me for a job. And we had him on that list, you know, he was high on that list, but he became famous before I could even hire him. So I know he says I never got him, that's because he blew up.
I let it blast. She said she love me, but I know she don't. Cause I got bands, yeah, yeah. She said she love me, but I know she don't. Cause I got bands, yeah, yeah.
Right now we have Bridgewater Commons, and growing up like in this area, that was literally like the only like fun thing to do. Like back when I was like in middle school, even in high school, back like in middle school or high school, every Friday, every Saturday, everybody would come here. And yeah, that was like literally the only fun thing to do. Is AMC. I used to work here. I don't know if you guys knew that. I used to work here. That was like one of my last jobs before I got signed. And yeah, this job was fun as hell. I used to like come in here and like not even work and just like watch movies all day. And then I got fired, but the job was lit. It was my favorite job. What's good, bro? What's good with you, bro?
How's everything, man?
Chilling, bro. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing Karen Civil right now. Welcome to my neighborhood.
Oh, word. What's up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What up, bro?
Congrats on everything.
Good looking, bro. I appreciate that. Hit me, bro. This the food court. Yo, mad fights happen here. Like when I was like in middle school and like maybe like freshman year, mad fights used to happen here because niggas was mad that like my group of friends was like taking everybody else's bitches. You know what I'm saying? Hella fights happened. I was really about it. But yeah, this is where I used to chill, like all the time. Like everybody used to come here, literally. Like Fridays and Saturdays. Like if you was trying to talk to a girl that you've seen at school and you didn't get to see her, everybody came here. And this is back when like iPhones weren't even like, this is like when like Blackberries were lit. Like everybody had BBM and whatnot. What's good, bro?
What's going on? How you?
Chilling, bro.
Good. That's what I like, you know?
Yeah, this is my barber. He been cutting me since I was like 12 years old. He like watched all this unfold. Like you saw me as a little boy. It's like the man I am today.
Yeah, he's been doing his thing and I'm proud of him. You know, I've been cutting his hair since he was young.
Facts. Yeah.
Skinny was a real good kid. He was real good. Stood out of trouble. You know, as I knew, stuck to his books. You know, and his father made sure he kept on track with him. And he raised him pretty good.
I'm extremely proud of my son. You know, I feel like he went through a lot prior to living with me, and a lot of ups and downs, you know. All in all, I feel like Somerville has been a good town to us. But more than anything, I'm just really blessed. I feel like, you know, the kid was always driven since he was a kid. I knew to expect good things out of him because he was always passionate about everything he did. And, you know, I feel like God blesses those that are deserving.
Skinny from the 9 is not gang related at all. I'm not in the gang, nothing like that. Treyway is a brand, it's a company, it's a record label that Shotty has started. And unfortunately, I guess with everything that's going on, people rubbed it the wrong way and it became something else. But like, and like with the facts is like it's actually like there's paperwork, like it's a real thing. It's not a gang, but I think it just rubbed people off the wrong way and people misinterpreted it. But Shotty, the way I was connected with them is Shotty was my manager, and he was we met like a few months ago at Neiman Marcus, and Shotty's energy and Shotty, just like the type of person Shotty is, like he's like, you just know when somebody's real and genuine, you know what I'm saying? And like we just like, I gravitated to him, like he was like what I was looking for in a way, like I know I always said like I wanted to belong to something. I always felt like the outcast. Shotty made me feel like I belonged to something, and Shotty always made me feel like confident in everything I was doing, and Shotty always just gave me the best advice. And besides music, besides business, besides all that, Shotty gave me like belief that I could achieve anything, and that I'll always have a friend with Shotty, like no matter what happens throughout this music shit. And it's unfortunate that everything is happening because I really love Shadi, like with all my heart. It breaks my heart, everything that's happened right now. And I just want Shadi to come home. And I hope everything works out. And I hope 6ix9ine comes home. And I hope just all these false allegations and like all these like fake gossip rumors and all this other stuff, I hope everything just comes to the light and everyone can understand what's really going on. Welcome to my neighborhood. Thank you for tuning in. We lit, yeah.
Cause I knew that I would make it, and I knew that I'd be famous. Yeah, I knew that I would make it, and now you mad, sitting there.